Good afternoon, YouTubers. Forest Boy here. Welcome to another day in the Forest of Dean. It's the 22nd of January. It's 8 degrees. And the bloody sun's so low I can't see a thing. Mind you, nice to have sun in January. There's a little bit of rain in the air. This is the day after the big storm Ishmael or whatever it was, I can't remember. Really was a bit of a non-event here in the forest. It blew a bit in the night, but it wasn't particularly fierce. Anyway, I'm out trying new settings on the DJi Osmo 4 and DJi Mic 2, which is a completely wireless free system. I've had the DJi Mic 1 for a while, which was a great system. This is the Mic 2, which is smaller, lighter, and absolutely no cables whatsoever, no receiver. It really is a totally wireless system. Yeah, it's a completely wireless system. It's small and obtrusive. There's no receiver stuck in the side of the camera, held on with elastic band, which I have to say I really didn't like. The receiver is held in, it plugs into the USB-C on the side of the camera, which for one thing means that you have to take the cover off, which means the camera is open to water ingress. But worse than that, USB-C are notorious for failing, and especially if they come under any kind of pressure, and this was putting pressure on it. The receiver was waggling about a little bit, which will very quickly destroy a USB-C. So the answer was to put an elastic band around it, which is fair enough. It's a simple solution, cost nothing, but I found that the elastic band was actually pulling the receiver slightly out of line, which meant again that it was putting undue pressure onto the USB-C, which I really wasn't happy with, because I've had so many USB-Cs fail over the past couple of years on different gadgets that I really didn't want to do that. So I've been laid up for a few weeks with a really bad virus, and a chest infection, which I'm just getting over now. So while I was laid up, I decided to look at different alternatives. So I bought a bunch of different adapters and cables, and I'd actually made up I'd set a rig up where I fixed bloody pouring the rain now. I fixed a cold shoe adapter to the side of my camera frame, and then with a couple of adapters I put a very short cable in, and I was able to use the receiver. Oh blimey, that's sun. I was able to use the receiver without actually plugging the little lump directly into the camera. All I had in the camera was a very short little adapter with a, funny, it was a 90-degree angled one that I managed to get off Amazon. There are hundreds of different types on there, and God, the sun is bright. I bought a variety of different shapes and sizes and angles, and anyway, I rigged all that up, and that was quite a neat little solution. There was nothing heavy on the USB, just this little connector, which fitted really well. The receiver was then on the other side of the camera in a cold shoe, which I'd mounted to the little frame that goes around it. And there's just a short cable running around the back of the camera, which is completely out of view, you couldn't see it, which made the connection for the audio. And I'd only tried it at home because, as I say, I've not been able to go out because I've not been well enough. But it was working, and I know the Mic 2 works with the camera, so there was no there were going to be no issues with that. Anyway, in the meantime, DJi released the Mic 2 as a standalone item, which has not been available before as a standalone item. And the Mic 2 can transmit directly to the DJi Osmo 4 without the need of the receiver, which means that you can put the door back on the camera so that it's completely waterproof. So that worry has gone away. And you've got no cables, no wires, just the little DJi mic inside your helmet, the same as the other one, although it is a fraction bigger. And that will transmit direct onto the camera, in theory. So I came out a couple of hours ago and tried it, but I'd not set the gain levels down. I got it on 0, and it was pretty awful. So I've now got the gain set at -12. You can't alter the gain on the mic. There's no means of making any alterations on the mic, but you can set the gain in the camera for the transmission from the mic. I watched Dave from Wheelie TV, how he altered it and set it up, and basically I've copied his setup because he's such a great guy and he's a professional cameraman, and he just makes the best videos, and a really helpful guide to novices like myself and plenty of others. You know, you send him a message, he always replies, he always gives you good advice, and again, you know, you're getting advice from a professional cameraman who does it for a living. He just happens to love motorcycling and decided to do a bit of vlogging, which is great for us because he's also very happy to share his settings and give advice, and which not all vloggers are prepared to do. So anyway, that's where I've got to now. So this is just a very quick round the block. I've also I've found the way to set the videos so that when they come up on YouTube they are better quality, because although I was recording in fantastic quality 4K on the phone, drifting over the white line, don't you just love them? But yeah, even though I was recording in 4K, I'll be like, get home, put this video on the computer, it'd be beautiful, produce it. Excuse me, I sound like Kermit the Frog at the moment with his chest, but then I look like him, so I might as well sound like him. Yeah, so you put it on the computer, it looks absolutely fantastic, but when they're coming out on YouTube, they're awful. They're coming out at like 720, and it took me hours and hours and hours to mess around with the editing suite and watch numerous videos from different people. And I went on to the editing suite. I used Power Director as a, well, they call it a university. I went on to the university and eventually found the way to do it. So this will be my first attempt from raw video to do that. I actually tried some other videos I made, but I'd already produced them, and it got really difficult and messy, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see what today comes up with. Unfortunately, the beautiful sunshine from this morning has gone. I'm now in horrible drizzly rain, but the sky's quite blue, so hopefully the footage will look okay. I'm running an ND8 filter on the camera. My only concern is it's so windy, there could be quite a lot of wind noise, and I'm not quite sure how I can eliminate that completely. I mean, you don't want the sound to be completely isolated. You want some outdoor noise, a bit of engine noise. I've got a chin guard in, I've got a buff on, I've got a chin guard in, I've got the cover in the dash to cut down on some of the road noise, although with these new Trailmax Raid tyres, my god, they are noisy, especially at slow speeds. Very, very noisy. Good tyres, I've got to say, I do like them. Apart from the noise. Yeah, so this will be the first attempt. I'll be interested to see what it comes out like. There's so much to learn doing this, and the equipment is changing all the time. Technology's changing so fast. It's amazing. Anyway, we're getting there. I'm enjoying learning new things, you know. I'm an old fella. I'm 70 next week. But I still enjoy learning. Whoa. Didn't want to stop then. I don't know if I'm just a little bit more cautious with these knobbly tyres on when I'm on the brakes. Could be. So this is my first time back on the bike, as I said, for about 12 or 14 days. I had 3 months off before Christmas because I had to have some surgery and I needed time to get over that. And then Christmas, I had a couple of weeks before Christmas back on the bike, and then Christmas came. I had about a week after Christmas out on the bike a couple of times, and then I went down with this blooming virus, and so I've really not done a lot of miles and much of anything in the last 4 months. So I'm hoping now that it's all behind me, and I can get back to doing what I love most, which is riding my bike and making a few movies. I'm really enjoying it. I've got no great illusions about what I'll achieve, or no great ambition of what I want to achieve, but I just enjoy doing it. It's good fun. And even at my age, you can still learn new skills, which is great. So, this little stretch of road is absolutely treacherous at the moment. I came across it a couple of hours ago. It is covered in mud on the corners, really bad. In fact, in one corner it's a hard packed mud. Yeah, so the raid tyres are nicely. That one. The raid tyres are nicely run in now. They handle quite well. I mean, I'm surprised just how hard I did push them the other day. I went up to Elam Valley and did a little bit of off-road with a friend. He brought his Harley Pan American. He wants to do a little bit of off-road, so I knew a little stretch up there that we could do that wasn't going to test anybody too hard, and he absolutely loved it. He's just signed up for a 2-day off-road course. He's very keen to do a bit more, so it'd be nice to have somebody to go out with, because these big adventure bikes, they can do a bit of off-road, obviously, and I've got quite a bit of experience off-roading, but do I want to go and do it on my own? No, not really, because if I do drop it, which I think is probably inevitable, It's nice to have somebody with you just in case things go wrong, especially if you're miles from anywhere at this time of the year, because there are not a lot of people about on bikes. So anyway, I'm pretty much coming to the end now, so I'm going to wrap it up here because I'll be home in 10 minutes and this bit's horrible. So this is Forest Boy signing out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, make a comment. If you want to see more, hit the notifications and you get told when more are coming up. Anyway, Forest Boy signing out. Take care, ride safe. See you all again. Bye for now.